Who's this? Hello, Gary speaking. Yes? Oh, hi. Hi, how are you? That's right. Yes, we were after the isolation hospital and the morgue, if that was possible. It is? Yes. Yeah, we were looking at the 17th through to the 19th. Yeah. It's available. Yep. Yeah, that's right. The West Australian Paranormal Researchers. Yeah, we've been there before. Yeah, it's been 2 years was the last time we were there, but we've been there about 5 times. Yeah, yeah, that was us. Yes, there'll be about 5 or 6 of us coming down this time. Yeah, it's a smaller group. Yes. Do we have access to the other buildings as well? Because I know there's been a lot of activity in the other buildings, so we wanted to spread ourselves out a little bit. And with it being a smaller team, I thought we would really be able to get in and get some good isolation experiments done. Yeah, of course. Yeah, yes, we always provide a report. Cool. All right. Yeah. Yeah. That's awesome, mate. I'll let everybody know, and they're going to be stoked about that. So we'll see you on the 17th. All right. Cheers, mate. See ya. Oh yeah. Hey guys, as you'll have just seen, I had a phone call with the people down at the Albany quarantine station, and we were allowed to go in and investigate over a whole weekend, which we have now completed. For those of you who are on our West Australian Paranormal Researchers page and the Shadow Files podcast pages on Facebook and YouTube and around the place, we did lots of live streams, and we pretty much started picking up activity right from the get-go. When we got there on the Friday afternoon, we decided to have a bit of a barbecue as the sun was going down, just to have a feed before we got into our first night. On the first night, we were able to investigate the entire complex before we narrowed down the areas of interest, and we focused on those on the second night. Now, as you've seen on some of the live streams, we were picking up activity straight away, and that did not drop off. We were getting activity right across the whole weekend. So we're putting all of our evidence we've captured and videos, including some of the live streams that you'll have already seen, into this video all as one. The video quality should be a little bit better now that I'm able to actually put it all together. So if I were you, I would grab yourselves a nice drink, a nice snack, and sit back and enjoy our investigation down in Albany, because there's lots of spooky fun to be witnessed. I am standing in front of the old isolation hospital at the Albany quarantine station here on the south tip of Western Australia. It is one of the most active locations in WA, and we've been here several times, so we have the whole weekend and the whole place to ourselves. So stay tuned and let's see what we pick up in this WAPR/Shadow Files exclusive.
So I've been doing a walk around and we're already getting lots of activity, footsteps and strange noises. So where I am now, I am stood right in front of the old morgue. The slab's just in there. So that there is the Quarantine Station Hospital, which is where we will be setting up, and we're going to go for a bit of a walk around and see what else we can pick up tonight. So we're going to venture all around the whole entire complex and see what we can get. Hey guys, as you can see, we've made it down to Albany, and the most important thing is happening first. We are scaring the shit out of each other. Alright, stuff is already going on. Far out. That was live as well. That was pretty wicked. Yeah, we're going to have something to eat. We've already had footsteps and stuff, and we haven't been here very long at all, really. And that just happened. Yeah?
And there's not much wind.
There's no wind.
Breeze, but not strong.
There's a little bit of a breeze. A little bit of a breeze, but certainly not enough to.
That blew that off.
That came off there, and that came down there. So yeah,
they don't want us to have dinner.
No, they don't want us to eat, but we're having a barbecue. So stay tuned throughout the night, because we are going to be starting our investigation stuff. You see Jamie's watching our, are you, mate? Or Carolyn, one of you. It's been a while. We will get to your neck of the woods soon. But we're down here in Albany for this weekend, so.
Put Logan into a Gina watches.
What?
No.
You are funny.
You are funny. That's what it said.
Me? Yep.
A Perth couple is accused of having a penchant for stealing four-wheel drives and caravans across our eastern suburbs. Police say
Are you the one that scared us when we were doing the barbecue?
Yes, I am Bear.
That's Bear right there. Do you want to say his name again? What was that picking up then? I don't know what that was. Anyway, hey guys, we're down in the Albany Quarantine Station. We're in the isolation hospital at the moment, and we are here for the whole weekend. So we started the night off with literally a bang.
Yeah.
Do you want to tell them what happened?
Yeah, we're cooking away, and the lid off the barbecue went crashing on the floor, and the torch that was sitting above it flew off and landed on the barbecue, and the pair of us jumped about 10 feet.
Yep. And the whole thing was caught on video, so we'll be putting that up shortly. But yes, we've had a creepy old start to the night, and we're here for the whole weekend, so hopefully we'll have some really good stuff to bring you guys. So until then, take it tick-tock easy.
Peace out. And I'll put it on more of a lean, so
I don't think there is much in it. Not a huge
No.
There isn't?
There's a bit of a breeze, but nothing major. Not like gusts. We all just looked at each other really quiet, and that was funny, didn't it?
I'm actually live as well at the moment.
someone been in that toilet?
Leave. I did.
Okay.
Yeah, we leave it on. I left it on because it's too dark.
Alright, if there is anything here, can you open these doors behind me?
You want to come and look away at later now?
What is it? What's it?
I haven't touched it. It's not in the room where it was up against the wall.
Yeah.
Now it's facing that way on the grid, and it's further over that way.
Hang on. Alright, things are really kicking off here, guys. I don't know what's going on, but we've got everybody coming out because something's just something's just happened here. And I don't know if you saw the live stream when we were actually just doing the barbecue, and there is a little bit of a breeze, but it's nowhere near enough to move.
Where is it?
That's the barbecue plate. It was up against this wall,
It was exactly.
and just as I was starting to go live, the bloody thing, it was exactly like this.
Right, leave it there.
See, there you go. You can see it there. you can see the angle that it's on.
Can't slide.
That should not.
No, I can't slide
Not solid. I said there is a little bit of a breeze, but it's not anywhere near strong enough to move anything. So, all right. So, go back and have a look at the first one when we were cooking the barbecue, because that will give you an idea. And see, that's solid as well. That should not be moving. Yeah, go back and have a look at that, and you'll see what happened. It scared the crap out of us. Since then, we've had footsteps. We've had we were over in the other part of the isolation. Well, not the isolation hospital. We were in the main part, then, weren't we? And
that's when we were cooking the barbecue. So.
Yeah. And what's happening is we were in the old part where people. What the fuck?
There you go again.
Did you guys see that?
Look.
I just shook it. Yeah, and now it's in a different spot. I shook the crap out of you, mate, on camera. Yeah.
If you're there, did you guys hear that? Let me know if you heard that.
Can't slide or anything, Harry.
I'm going to put it up here.
If that comes off there, we have 100%. Jay earlier on tonight asked if there was any activity going on. Sorry, he actually invited. Sorry, my adrenaline's running. And he asked them to come forward. He invited the spirits forward, and that's when it all started happening. So you all saw that live. We were walking back here. I hope you heard the audio. I'll have to check it back later on, but holy shit. Alright, I completely forgot what I was supposed to be saying to everybody when I started this live stream, but
The last time we were here, those doors weren't open on command.
We just had a really good thought. We went walking around for quite a while.
Yeah.
And it's never moved.
No.
And it was windy before then.
It was windier before than it is now.
yeah.
And it's moved now.
Yeah.
That's cool. I love it.
Thought that one.
And the K2's going up a 10
That's
minutes.
it.
K2's
It was. I
going
know
up.
it wasn't going off before when I was live streaming. That's why I was checking it. I was doing a blind test just to make sure we weren't setting it off. But you can see that's going off.
And I aimed to pull it that lid while you were watching to make sure it didn't slide or anything like that. It couldn't slide.
Yep.
And it didn't. It's got to be.
No.
No wind was.
No, that was forceful.
That wasn't just a fall. That was thrown.
The last one was a throw. You could
Yeah.
hear that
It was way louder.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Get me to shine the torch forward a bit so I can pick everyone up. There we go.
Stolen, it says. I'm taken to shipping yards. That's sad. That man.
Let's see if it's not too bright. Sorry. Is that lighting everyone? Okay, if there is anybody here, can you roll one of those balls? It'll make them light up. I just got a little ball. Medical. Can you tell me your name?
Time of the murder.
I'm the what? I'm the man. Hey? Oop. Are there any spirits in this room with us right now? If there are...
Over here.
Over here? What was that big bang then? Did you hear that? I hear it over there. There it is again. Shh, shh, shh. There's that bang again.
It's that way.
Yeah. Can you open one of the
Why is
doors?
she here?
Why is she here? Why is who here?
Yeah, worry about it later, Joe.
That ball was just flashing.
Yeah, probably because of
Joe moved. Oh.
Hospital. I'm not recording.
Where's the hospital?
That's what we're saying.
Oh shit, you have to figure that out. As soon as I ask the question, just figure it out.
That was recording, so we picked up the ball flashing, hopefully. But this one wasn't. Did you hear that?
What did it say?
It's come from outside somewhere.
Oh, I thought it was Gary's thing. But that's not on, is it?
No. Oh, it is now, but...
I feel right now, it's like a funny feeling washed over me. Like my eyes were stinging, I was dying from the
What's that?
inside out. What's that door? That's what I mean. Someone just come up from there, didn't they?
No, there's a fence there. You can't get past it over there in the corner.
Well, who walked up there?
Nobody.
Why, what happened?
No, so there's footprints. Are they from now or before? Because they just walked up
They're
there.
not from us. They're
I don't
coming
see
back
the
in.
footprints.
You don't?
No.
Those prints are coming in. Yeah, there's a boat shed right down there we found last time, where they come into dock.
What was that?
I don't know. It was a weird sound.
What's this over there? Right here.
Did you see them light up before? Oh, there we go. I don't know if you can see that.
Well, yeah.
And then it's just stopped. Can you do that again? Can you make the lights light up again? Thank you. Wow, that's really strong. Did you hear that?
We were all looking at each other going,
Came from in there.
yep.
I told you the kitchen's...
I said that I walked past
Yeah.
it and I said there's something in there.
Yeah, what was that? Was that you?
No, I thought it was Joe, but I just saw Joe behind Joe. It was over there. If that was you, Spirit person, can you make the lights light up again for me, please?
What the hell was that?
I think that's... No, I know what that noise is, but the other one that I... Come on, I know you can do it. You've done it a couple of times now. If you can do it one more time for me, I won't ask again, okay? Can you please make the lights flash all the way up to red? Then we'll go. Thank you. All right, I promised you we'd go. So we'll go now if you make the lights stop. Can you make the lights stop now by moving away? Come on. I know you can do it. Thank you.
That's how cool.
Oh, what was that? Shh.
What? That's
Shh.
Oh, you we were all so excited.
So was I. The looks on everybody's faces in this camera now are very unimpressed. What was that? That was a door. I've got the goosebumps now. Can you make the door bang again? We're here down at the Albany quarantine station, and as you'll have seen from that first live that we did when we were cooking the barbecue, things kicked off pretty much straight away. We've had lots of footsteps, we had an interesting barbecue.
Couple of shadows.
We've seen a couple of shadows and things like that, so we're going to have to go back through some of the footage that we've already got and see if we've caught any of these things. The spirit box has picked some stuff up, and we've been down through the other parts of the quarantine station tonight, and they've been interesting, but I think we will be focusing for the rest of the weekend pretty much on the isolation hospital here, the nurses' quarters and the morgue. So
That's my favourite.
Jay wants to actually sleep in the morgue for the night, but I don't know if that's a good idea. I don't. But yeah, so stay tuned, and we will do more lives and stuff through the night and through tomorrow and tomorrow night as well. So stay tuned and see what else comes up.
That's it.
Not wake up.
What was that? I'm using this rather than just a straight video recording because hoping we might pick some stuff up while we're talking.
Does it go?
Actually, that's one. Sorry, I was just listening in. One of the things we did get when we were in one of the rooms was Lee started coughing. This is down, obviously, in the other parts of the isolation, not the isolation hospital, to the quarantine station. And it said something along the lines of, "What is she doing here? Why is she here? Yeah, hospital." And it sort of makes sense that she's come into that part down there and started coughing, and somebody's going, "What's she doing here? She should be in the hospital." So that's pretty interesting stuff. So I'm pretty sure I did catch that on video, and have to go through the evidence because we're going to have quite a bit of footage to go through over the next few days. So, okay, we'll stay tuned and we'll bring more soon. So I'm down here to talk about how yesterday came about and what happened, but my battery has got 2 minutes left before it dies, so the batteries are draining like crazy in this location. It's very active. We had a fantastic night last night. We've got another night here tonight, so all going well. We'll have some more footage to bring for you. I can't actually say too much more because I haven't got a spare battery with me here. They're all back up at the isolation hospital, but I've got 1 minute before it dies. This is a battery that's just charged. It was 100% charged. It's at 0. It's about to stop.
I told him he's a news agent, but what? He won't be able to stop here. There's one there.
That's Patrick's cabinet and with all his personal stuff in there, including
That is still all of his personal stuff.
including his diary.
They really knew how to make furniture back in the day, didn't they?
And really knew how to do handwriting back in the day as well.
He was, because he was the first magistrate, that was his inkwell off his magistrate's desk. And that's the chair. That cupboard is, but the bedroom's quiet. The bed's in exactly the same spot where it was, and the cabinets still. Apparently people in the country didn't need to know any more than 15 minutes apart.
That makes sense.
So each small black mark is 15 minutes. The bigger ones are half hours and they're the hours, of course.
That's actually pretty clever.
And apparently they kept better time than a two-handed clock.
That's pretty clever.
Then I felt guilty for feeling sorry for it for so long.
It's lovely.
Isn't it beautiful? The room on the veranda used to be where the bath was.
Oh, there's a vibe in here.
Yeah.
And they took the bath out and put a normal toilet in there for the visitors.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And I tell people I think we've got a 120-year-old fig tree because that's where the thunderbox was underneath.
Probably.
So it's had a fair bit of usage.
Am I on your way?
So that's a hole showing you the wattle and daub that the way the cottage is constructed.
Oh, yeah.
They're wattle sticks. Daub's a mixture of horsehair, mud and straw, and they just kept.
That is so cool.
This decanter here, where the glasses and the coasters are. Obviously where the cigars went. Or the cards or something, yeah. Yeah, little secret cabinet.
That's cool.
Got a lot of little secret cabinet. So yes, this is the bedroom.
Wow.
So the bed's original, the wash basin thing is original. I think the dressing table might be. Pair of snakeskin shoes down here.
Gorgeous.
Oh yeah, we've got terrible neighbours across the fence. And then you've got kitchen and laundry out there, which is even smaller on the, headroom department.
It is.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Good old Matters stove,
Like that old.
Alright, so I'm going to walk through this doorway. I'm going to see how close I come to hitting my head because they are very...
And I was really I was a teenager.
It's touching.
I bent over to pull my socks up and it was in the days of the biscuits and I whacked my arse cheeks across and then of course it went.
Really nice feeling in here.
absolutely amazing.
My name's Lel. We're at Patrick Taylor Cottage. I've been doing this for 8 years now. On the weekend, I show people around.
Yeah. Want to tell us a little bit of the history about the cottage to start off with?
It was turned into the cottage in 1835. It's a wattle and daub construction. It still has its shingle roof. It was owned by Patrick Taylor. He did rent it out, but it was used as his townhouse when he came in to do his court work, because he was the first magistrate in Albany. He had a farm out on the Calgon River called Candy Up that he owned as well, where the family was.
Nice. Now, this cottage is also known by another name, isn't it? The Haunted Cottage.
Oh, yes. That'd be Fred.
Do you want to tell us a little bit about Fred?
Dr. Frederick Ingleby had his thumb blown off during the Boer War and had to retire, so he rented the cottage and retired here to the cottage and died here and still visits us every September.
So he died in that room.
In the
that you just
bedroom,
showed
in
us?
the bed, yes.
Why do you think he comes here every September?
Because people have seen him, or they say they've seen him, and I was told when I started that that's what he does. They see him with his arm in a sling, apparently. Not me personally, sadly, but that's for different reasons.
And you said there was another team that was in here that's got that photo that was on the wall.
Yeah, they come down to the old jail regularly, but somebody on that trip just left a camera in here overnight just for something to do, and that's what they ended up with. Yeah, and that's going into the nursery. As you look at the picture, they say he's in the bedroom, so that's in the door of the bedroom looking down into the nursery.
And that's the one with all the dolls, is it?
Yes.
I've got a feeling in that room, I tell you. So have you lived in Albany long?
Over 40 years, but I come from Mount Barker, which is
Just
not far up the road. I did my schooling in Mount Barker, so...
Have you heard any stories of other hauntings around Albany?
Up on the hill where the old tunnels are, a lot of people as kids wouldn't go certain places up there for reasons. We have a really active Menang people here, and they have lots of stories about things as well. Camp Quaranup's a classic, but of course.
Do tell us more, because that's where we are tonight.
Yes, yeah, Camp Quaranup was the first quarantine station, and lots of memories there. Every child that went to school in Mount Barker or Albany went there for school camps as a kid, and we went there as a school camp from Mount Barker, and there was a few of us wandering off into the bush being naughty and tripped over a headstone in the middle of the bush, and that's when they found there was a little hidden graveyard out there that they hadn't known about until then.
Is that the one that's now out the back of the isolation hospital near the morgue?
Yes, in the bush bit out there. They've made a big thing of it now, but yes, we were tripped over this headstone, which as a young teenager can freak you out a little bit, you know.
Did you guys see anything when you were there?
No, except our feet in the air as we were running back to where everybody else was, because we talked about it for years. And then of course you've got to decide whether you tell anybody about it or not, because
that's what I'm finding. There's a lot of people that don't like to talk about it.
Well, we were
in public anyway.
Young kids weren't where we should have been, and then you have to decide whether you tell them or not. But we did, and that's when they discovered the other ones. So I actually like it out there. The hospital and the nurses' quarters next door are rental accommodations. You can do them for a week or just overnight. A group of us were in the nurses' quarters for New Year's, because you're straight over the water from where the fireworks are.
Yeah.
So, Plus, you don't have to drive home because you're right
Just
there.
crash there.
It's good.
I never thought about that. We're in the isolation hospital, yeah.
Oh, you're in the hospital bit?
Yeah, we've
with
got the hospital
The dormitory type?
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, there's the two little the two little rooms either side of the kitchen.
Yes. Oh, you're up that end?
We've got the one closest to the morgue, and some of our other team have got the one on the other side, and then we've got two in that main dorm area. So
how many of you?
there's 6 of us down here today. So we're all doing our own thing during the day, and then we'll be back there tonight.
And you're all doing the same thing?
Yeah. We love that stuff.
Compare notes?
Oh, they're all part of my team, so it all goes together and we document it all. So we've been there, it'd be the fourth or fifth time we've been there over the last 15 years. So we're trying to go a little bit better each time. And last night it absolutely went nuts.
At Coroner?
In the isolation hospital,
Yeah.
So.
It's the forts I was talking about, the old forts up on top of the hill.
The one with the tunnels and everything.
Yeah, that's the tunnels where the kids used to avoid. But I like the place I was telling you about. It's on private property.
Yeah.
I won't tell you.
We won't mention names on this video, no.
But yes, so that's about all I know.
Well, thank you very much for your time, and this is a beautiful place. So if you just want to say what it is once again for anybody who wants to come down when they come to Albany.
Patrick Taylor Cottage. It's the oldest dwelling in Western Australia on Duke Street in Albany.
Thank you very much.
OK， 我跟你讲，你再往后一点。站在那个边上去。
Let's get this quick before they come back.
Okay.
It's hard trying to get shots when there's people walking through all the time, but we're here at the gap, and I think it's called the Natural Bridge, isn't it?
This is the natural bridge that we're just sitting over here.
Yes,
Yeah.
the natural.
Gap's over that way.
Yeah, pretty scary. We were out on the walkway trying to get a little bit of footage, but with me being scared of heights, I didn't get very much. But with these Chinese people right off the safety path, and they were walking right up to the edge, teetering to get photos. I thought, you've got a path there. Why don't you use the safe route? Otherwise, there's going to be some more people here for us to investigate in the future, because they're going to go yippee-yahoo over. But take that out of it. What do you think of the place?
I think it's the most amazing place I've ever been. I've been here before, but like I said to you before, it's magic and stunning, and I can't believe that more people don't know about it.
It is one of the secret hidden gems of Albany, and if you ever come down here, it's seeing Australia in its wild beauty, I guess is a better way of saying it. It's a good time of the day to do little shots like this, but it's not the best time of the day to get some of the absolute best views, because the sun's right over there and
close to setting.
It's close to setting, so we might hang around for a few minutes and see if we can get it then. So, but yeah, it's probably a few minutes away from going down behind, and the people are coming back, so I'll stop this recording now. See you. Hey guys, welcome to Albany. We are here in the isolation hospital main room, which is where we're setting up for this little bit of a podcast.
and it is where a lot of the action has happened. I've got my wife Lynn with me and my brother Jay, and we've been getting into this place over the weekend. You've already seen some of the lives that we've done, and they'll obviously be included in this video as a whole, but we're just going to do a short one tonight. It's just to sort of go over everything that we've gone through, the sort of things we've been doing, and the kind of fun we've had travelling around Albany and meeting some of the locals. So, do you want to say anything about our barbecue adventure?
The barbecue was cool. That was different. I've never had things jump out and crash bang and scare the crap out of me the way that happened. That was awesome.
So you'll have seen that video. There was a little bit of a breeze. It was nowhere near big enough or strong enough to actually move anything. And if you actually have a look at the video, you actually see it moving by itself. So,
and then the light jumping off the ledge above the barbecue as well.
That's right. There was a light that we had sat over the top of the barbecue, and probably well over 2/3 of it was on the ledge with just the light part sticking over to light up the barbecue. That got flung off the wall as well, and there is no reason at all why that should move, because most of the weight was sat solid on the wall itself. And it seemed to go on from there a little bit last night, didn't it?
It kicked off.
We came in here, I started to do one of our live streams, and all hell broke loose again. Again, we were actually doing a live stream, so we caught that on video as well. So
It was called Patrick Taylor's Cottage. Patrick Taylor was a founding, would you call it a founding father? Founding
member
of Albany. He was a local magistrate, eventually, and he owned a farm, but the cottage was where he lived when he was in town working as a magistrate. It's the oldest residence or surviving or residence in Western Australia. It's a gorgeous little cottage with lots of memorabilia, I guess, in it. The original bed, which was really cute. I don't know how two people slept on it, but it was very cute. And it had a really nice feel about it. It was a really, really beautiful little building with gorgeous, gorgeous gardens, and a very, very sweet volunteer that worked there, who Gary did interview, so you guys will see that. She's a lovely lady. So, yeah, it's a good day.
if you ever come down to Albany, there's a little, what's the lolly shop called?
Sweet Boy.
The Sugar Boy.
The Sugar Boy. Go in there. The guy is an absolute cracker and well worth the visit. He's a top bloke, and you can get some really good lollies.
And a free map.
And and we all get a free map whenever you go.
Whether you want it or not.
No, whether you say you're in town.
Without the map.
No. He goes, "Do you want a map?" I went, "No," and he goes, "There you go."
Then you left it behind, and he chased you with it.
And then I bought my big bag of lollies, and as I was starting to walk out the door, he goes, "You forgot your map," and he chased me to give me my map back. And the good thing about Albany is it doesn't matter where you go, they give you a map, so you end up with a map, well, about 10 maps of Albany.
We've got about 12 maps in our room.
Yeah. And we actually went to a few different places today, talking to a few different people. I'm expecting a phone call in the next day or two about another location down here, which it sounds like they are very open to having paranormal investigators come in. So we'll be checking that out as well. We are here tonight getting ready to knuckle down for night number 2. Do you want to tell them a little bit about what happened at the morgue last night?
We've got a fair bit of K2 activity. The door slightly opened on its own, which scared the crap out of the three of us. We were getting knocks on the walls. The temperature fluctuations were all over the shop. All three of us ended up with goosebumps from head to foot.
Yep.
It was I'd say it was just warming up. I'd say tonight will be a much bigger picture.
Fingers crossed, fingers crossed. So, don't know if you know these doors behind us, but for some of our past videos, these have been very, very active doors. So I'll put it out there. If there are any spirits, please open the doors on the camera so everybody can see. Number of times
we've had these doors open, especially when we've asked spirits to come forward from the cemetery, which is just out the back. And for everybody, the morgue is just to the side of us, so we are
15
surrounded.
feet away.
Yeah, we are surrounded by some very, 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 very creepy places.
Another interesting thing we learned today, the lady that Gary interviewed would have been, I would imagine, probably in her late 60s, would you think? Late.
I will never hazard a guess at that. I'll take your word
I
for
would
that one.
say she was in her mid to late 60s. And she was telling us that all the children that grew up in this area, whether it be Albany or a town, the nearest big town, Mount Barker, all came to camp at Camp Coronup for school camp. And she was telling us that the cemetery, which is just behind us, and it's a beautiful little cemetery, it's very small, but it's a beautiful little cemetery, very peaceful, a lovely place to rest, with a beautiful view. Her and a couple of her girlfriends were at school camp when she was a teenager, I think she said, didn't she?
Yeah.
And they did what girls do on school camp and snuck out and were wandering through the bush and...
I'm sorry, I'm just thinking, this one time at band camp...
She didn't say anything about...
No, she did not. Thank God.
that.
Anytime anybody says that, that's what I think about.
They were walking through quite thick bush and they tripped over. One of them tripped over, I think it was her, she said, didn't she? Tripped over a headstone, and that's how the cemetery was lost, had forgotten about. And it was these group of girls that, by mistake, rediscovered the cemetery, which is now being beautifully... semi-restored, yeah. And there's a couple of nice headstones there for I would say they were...
And there's actually a pine tree which was a descendant from the original pine trees at the Battle of Lone Pine.
Yeah. So it's quite nice, but just because... it was only made possible because these three young girls went out and snuck out when they shouldn't have. And she actually said that they weren't sure if they should say anything because they thought they were going to get into trouble. So luckily they fessed up. So, yeah, that was an interesting little anecdote that we got today, wasn't it?
Yeah. It was. So tonight you'll have seen some of the stuff that we did last night by now on the video. Tonight we are going to approach things a little bit differently. We're going to break off into teams of 2 and we're going to do fairly fast rotations. And then we're going to come back into this room a bit later tonight. We're going to do variations of the Gansfeld experiment, the Estes method, and a few other things as well. So I will include them later in the video. But for anybody who wants to come to Albany and check out something, I wouldn't say this place is creepy. I think it's really, really nice, really relaxing. The views are...
breathtaking.
Yeah. But if you're looking for what we're looking for, you'll find that too. So it makes this place absolutely sensational. So I would definitely look at it and put it on your list if it's something that you would be interested in. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. And we will roll on now to some more paranormal investigation, a few different techniques, a few different locations around these premises.
That was very cool. Can you do anything else for us? Can you make the green lights go up to red? Can you make these little balls flash colours?
Catherine.
Catherine, I'm Jason. This is my daughter Emily. Were you a nurse or a sister here? Can you tell me if I'm walking towards your room?
We're not here to cause any harm or disrespect. We're here to...
I've got chills and goosebumps from head to foot. Everything's tingling. Was that your room to my right behind me, Catherine? Are there any spirits present?
I see you.
Okay, you see us, but we would like to see you. Can you show yourself? Move one of these balls, talk into the orange light, or make the green light go up to red. Or knock on a wall. Let us know that you're here. Okay. Thank you for that. Can you make those balls light up again? That was very impressive. I know it takes a lot of energy, but you can use some of mine if you like.
You can use some of both of ours.
You'll note that there's only females here now, which is what we promised you. Be really nice if you could let us know that you're here. You'd say your name, Catherine, or if you could say one of our names. This is Emily, this is Lee, and I'm Lynn.
Martha or Heather.
All lovely names. And if you can't quite make this talk, there's the grey box. We had a black one last night, but the grey box on the table, you can go near that and it will light up. Or there's the two little balls on each side. If you touch one of them, I'll show you. Oop, you've got to touch it a bit. Sorry, it'll light up bright colours, which is pretty cool. It'll stop in a minute.
I don't like it.
Oh, you don't like the bright lights? Is that what you're saying? Okay, well, we don't need to touch those then. It's fine.
Stopped now.
Yeah, it's stopped. Sorry about that. I'm assuming that's probably a bit foreign to you. It's probably not something that you've seen before.
So can you tell us if it is you, Catherine? Just you here?
The interesting thing about the windows tonight is that they're all shaking. Last night was only
Not this one. It's that one and that one.
That's what I'm saying. But it
Two
was only one
outside
last
and
night.
not this one.
Yeah,
I've
that's
noticed.
interesting.
That's what I keep looking at. I'm like, oh, was it that one? No, it's that one and that one.
Like I said to you last night, and we're not here to cause you any bother. We're just here just to talk to you, and we would just like you to acknowledge you. Sorry, we don't expect you to do anything, but it would be really nice if you could just let us know that you understand that even.
We can go
Poor.
too. What was it?
Poor. What do you mean by poor? Can you explain that a little bit more? Because that could mean a few things. Someone's poorly sick, or you feel sorry for the people that were here, or you didn't earn much money as a nurse. I'm assuming you probably didn't. You can confirm that Lee doesn't have tuberculosis. She just has a little bit of a cough. There is no tuberculosis in Australia anymore. Things have changed. How do you feel about that?
Inside.
We hope so.
Or that you have to stay inside because of that, because of the illness? We all know all about that as well. Which is fair enough.
Bloody.
Bloody. That'd be a nurse word, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you were a nurse?
Get that same feeling like she just doesn't have the energy. Like we said last night, you can take a little bit of energy from each of us, or you can take a little bit from the light, or that light, or those lights. You don't have to touch them, just take some energy if you need it. I'm not even sure she's understanding what I mean. It's almost like what you said last night, or what we were talking about last night, Emily. We're so different. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's almost the communication. There's
Damaged.
Where did it? Because
Yeah. Is that how you feel? Do you feel tired? Do you feel like your work made you tired?
It would have been tiring, heartbreaking, everything what they went through.
Yeah. And also they would have been stuck here because they were in quarantine.
Yeah.
Even though they weren't sick. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not sure what the families are doing because there's no phones. Would have just been letters. Would have been a tough life.
Are you tired? That was me, sorry, I touched you.
That's okay.
Are you tired? Do you just want a break? We understand that.
All women understand that.
Yeah.
Is there anybody else here? I feel like there's only one. But
I don't know. I feel like there's maybe more, but and that's she's struggling to get through as well. It's like she's holding back for a reason. Because she doesn't want to, or she can't, finds it hard, or someone's stopping her. She's too shy, something.
It's inside.
she said inside again.
Yeah.
So maybe she's saying like that's how she's feeling.
You can be comfortable with us. You don't have to be shy, scared.
Like a feeling of loneliness.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
it definitely feels like that.
Yeah, you said that yesterday.
Yeah.
Or we're talking about today.
I probably didn't get to talk to many people except sick people. Yeah.
Which wouldn't have been a conversation anyway.
No.
So, would have been.
Treating sick people as well. You probably weren't even allowed any healthy people.
No, that's what Lynn was saying. Just quarantine, even though you're not sick yourself, you're not allowed.
The nurses would have been quarantined even from that side of the...
Yeah, everywhere.
Yeah. They would have gone between this building and that building.
Yeah.
And that's it. That would have been their life.
Child.
Did you treat Did you treat children here? Did you have a child that you couldn't see? Maybe she means that the child's inside.
Sacrifice.
The really sad thing too is that tuberculosis, which was what they did treat here, there was no getting better.
No.
So they were nursing people.
No,
it was palliative care.
Yeah.
Yeah. There was no ever a happier story with tuberculosis ever, and that is a massive sacrifice to make. And I'm sure there were very many grateful people for your patience and love and comfort, and also their families would have been very grateful because they would have been away from their families as well, which is very sad. Can you give us a word that would make us understand that we understand what you're trying to tell us? Please? That was a very convoluted way to say what I was trying to say, but I hope you understand what...
Looking at you, I'm like, oh, can I help us?
Is what we're saying what you're trying to make us understand? That's what I'm trying to say. That's a simpler way to say it.
Cemetery.
There is a cemetery over there, isn't there? Yes. And that's what I just said. They all ended up in the cemetery. Did you
have a child and it didn't make it?
I was just going to say.
Yeah, because it seems
Did you have to sacrifice your child?
Yeah.
It's in the cemetery.
Is your child in the cemetery? Is that what you're trying to tell us?
Child.
Yeah. I'm really sorry. I'm sorry to hear that you lost your child. Very sorry to hear that. Thank you so much for sharing your story with us. We really appreciate it. could you tell us your child's name? Only if you want to. We'd just like to perhaps go to the cemetery in the morning and acknowledge them for you. I'm sure it makes you very sad to think about your child. If you could tell us his or her name, or if it was a boy or a girl, we'd really appreciate it.
And she does.
Maria.
Maria.
Oh, that's a beautiful name. Thank you so much. Thank you. Oh, I've got goosebumps over my whole body.
Yep.
That's so
we
sad.
We just knew. The three of us knew there was something.
Yeah.
We've been talking about it. There's something here. Yeah.
Can you tell us how old Maria was when she passed away? I feel like that she's trying. The energy she wants to give is to show us her sadness. She doesn't want to tell us about her life and about boring things.
It's what she's feeling.
Yeah, it's what defined her life.
I don't think it's so hard. I don't think it's hard as if, and not even a lot of, she doesn't have the energy. It's so hard to tell your story because it's hurtful, it's painful.
Yeah.
She doesn't want to bring that pain up over and over, and I understand that.
Yeah, absolutely.
As well.
Yeah.
She's doing it the best she can when she can.
Yeah.
To find the words. We understand. We really understand.
Yeah, we do.
And we thank you for sharing it with us. We really do.
Yeah.
We feel very, very sad.
There's 5.
5. That might be. There's a number there.
You asked how old.
Yeah. That's so.
Can you help me?
Yeah. Someone to hear it.
And perhaps to acknowledge the fact that her child is in the cemetery.
I want to come.
You want to come with us to the cemetery? Well, in the morning, I think we'll all take a little trip down there and we'll say a few little words for your child, Maria. And if you want to join us, it's perfectly fine. You're most welcome.
Bite.
Bite. Die from being bitten by something. So I know there's a lot of snakes around here. That would be awful in itself. I feel like we are speaking to Catherine. If I get your name wrong, it's only because it's very difficult for us to understand exactly who we're talking to sometimes.
If you could just get
She told me.
What is it?
She told me. Wonder if she's saying...
Yeah, she's saying it to someone.
Or Emily told us. Just let us know if you'd like us to leave or if you'd rather we stayed for a little bit longer. Or is there anything else that you want to say to us? I feel like...
Sister.
That's a nurse word, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah. Are you letting us know that you were a nurse? Especially back in those days, they called each other sister. So you were Sister Catherine? I think you've had enough, haven't you, Catherine? Again,
What should I do?
I don't really know the answer to that one, Catherine. I'm really sorry. I wish I did know the answer. As I said, our understanding of where you are is so different.
Time is now 21:32.
Or you can come up and make this light flash. Camera shot.
There is something freezing room. I've got goosebumps from head to foot.
My head.
Yeah, I'm getting a cold chill as well. And we just had a K2.
Good evening. Come forward.
Well, let's say you're a fool. Is that what it said?
I did that.
This one doesn't have the words.
I did that, and then right after I stood up, it said that.
It's, you know,
Sounded German.
So this.
Can you go and touch that and make the noise change?
And that's like a footstep.
no difference.
You fuck. You just said you fuck.
Yes, I do.
We have K2.
Key free.
Did I say something about rape?
I thought it said read.
Read.
But
Also things.
kiss switching between boy and girl.
This is like a spirit box. So. Can you tell us your name?
Accident.
You like music, do you? Can you make the lights flash all the way up to red?
Sure.
Sure you're right.
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm alright. Just moving the angle for the last few minutes.
There, see how.
I'm touching the slab. Use my energy to make the lights go all the way up to red. And make the balls flash.
Please see me.
Yeah, that's what he said. Like that. Someone just jabbed me in the back. Really? I'm on film as well. Yes, I'm appalled. Okay. Is this any easier for you to respond? I need clear replies. My name is Gary. Can you say Gary? My wife's name is Lynn. Can you say Lynn? This one I said hey Lynn.
Hey, thank you for that. It's nice to communicate with you. Can you tell us your name, please?
Cool station.
There they are. Sorry, we couldn't quite make out what you just said. Could you say it again, please?
Are you happy for us being here in this room to talk with you, or would you rather we left?
Where is he?
Where is who? If you want Jay to come back up here, please just say yes.
Jason.
That was Jason. Yeah.
Or can you make these lights flash for me all the way up to red? Or well, I'm not going to do that, that'd be too hard for you, but there. Make one of those balls flash. Easy for you.
Engaged.
Who's engaged? Do you know that Jay used to be in the army?
Tonight.
It's night.
Was he?
Yes, he was. He was a soldier. Were you a soldier?
Here.
You were here.
Were you
Riva.
I can play these back later on and play them. If you want us to leave this room now, please let us know and we will leave. What the hell? I'm getting the goosebumps.
Was that the torch?
That was the torch. Okay, it's time for us to go. You want us to go? I did not expect you to play with the torch.
Thank you.
Thank you. We will go now, okay? Shit. Alright. Are there any spirits here that want to come forward and say hello? Tell us, say hello if you are here.
Heard dark.
Just say it really loud, okay? Jai? Jai, just say it loudly. Can you see us in the room? Can you tell us your name?
Die.
Did you just say die?
Yeah.
Did you die in this hospital?
Dead.
Did you die in this room? Can you tell me the year? Can you make the doors open? Can you see the dark spirit walking past the window?
No. Follow.
Do you know if there is a dark spirit around? Are you safe here? Are we safe here?
Go.
Go where? Where do you want us to go?
What?
We will stop this in a few minutes. You have to say something now if you want us to keep going. Tell me your name, please.
Back.
You want us to come back?
Shot.
Were you a soldier?
What?
Were you a soldier?
I see.
Were you shot in the war?
Forward.
Were you on the front line? If you're a soldier, you have our respect. Do you have anything you want to say before we go?
Help.
Help? What do you need help with?
Bullet.
Did somebody shoot you?
And me.
Can you tell me your name, please? Okay, we're going to stop this one now. We'll stop that first.
Insane.
Insane. That's it, you can take it off. There you go, you can take it off.
Oh, it's sweating.
We are now recording. This is the Estes method with Jay in the chair. You have a soldier in the chair at the moment, so if you relate to him, can you please talk to him? Can you tell him your name?
It.
Are you the person that was shot?
Shh.
Can you touch him on the
Ben.
arm?
Did you say Ben?
Is your name Ben?
Stop.
Do you want us to stop doing this experiment?
Warning.
You're warning us, are you? Why do you want us to stop?
Hollow.
What does hollow mean? Are you still with us, Ben?
Dead.
That's an answer. Are you buried in the cemetery behind those doors? Can you show yourself to us?
Stop.
Stop what?
Mister.
Is that Mister?
2.
Can you touch him? Touch him to let him know you're near him. How old are you?
Help.
What do you need help with?
Out.
You want us to leave?
See.
Can you see us? Please tell us exactly what you want.
Him.
Who? Do you want Jay?
Doctor.
The doctor? Did you say doctor? Is the doctor back in the house? I've heard things about the doctor. I want you to tell me what you know of the doctor.
Can't breathe.
Did the doctor choke you?
You.
Did the doctor choke me?
Beard.
Beard. Is the doctor the one that threw things at me in that room? Years ago.
Listening.
Can you tell me something that we can do for you?
Deceive.
Deceive? What do you mean by deceive?
Him.
Are you talking about the doctor again?
Liar.
Is the doctor a liar?
Morgue.
Did you end up in the morgue?
Help.
Are you in the morgue before your time?
Alive.
Did they start to autopsy you while you were alive?
dead.
Were you alive when you went into the morgue and they killed you on the slab? Please answer this.
2.
Were 2 children in there? Were 2 children killed?
Devil.
What do you call the doctor?
Nurse.
Nurse.
Pastor.
Did you die in this hospital?
Father. I can see a child on the slab, little girl.
Can you tell me her name? Is it Josie?
Crying.
What colour was her hair?
Brown hair.
Is she still here with us now?
8.
Was she 8 years old?
Braided.
I'm going to stop this Estes session now because Jay's holding his fist
Yeah.
tight. It's affecting him.
Clapping.
That's me. Jay, you're out of it. You can
Clapping. Clapping. You did really well. You two are on fire tonight.
That's weird. My hands started feeling like someone was slicing me up here.
I could see that you had your fists.
That was fun.
I want to get going. I want to ask you a question.
Okay, this is an Estes session with Lynn in
Hi.
the seats.
Girl. Lynn.
Did somebody just call your name?
Hey. Hey.
What is your name? Can you please tell me your name?
Lynn.
Is your name Lynn or are you talking to Lynn, my wife?
Byron. That's it. People. Get out.
Do you want us to leave?
What's that? Move.
Who do you want to move?
Lynn.
Do you want Lynn to move?
Move.
Where do you want Lynn to move to?
Feel.
Feel. Is that feel or field?
Feel.
Ooh.
Are you touching Lynn right now?
Bored.
Who's bored? Are you bored?
Lynn.
Lynn is not bored.
Baby.
God, no.
Gary.
I don't have an answer for that. Can you tell me what you meant by what you just said?
No. Don't.
Who are we speaking to right now? Tell me your name.
What?
Tell me your name. Can you make the doors open behind Lynn?
No.
Why not?
Help.
What do you need help with?
Boy.
Is a boy doing something to you? What is your name?
Lynn.
Are we speaking to another Lynn?
I can hear crying. There's someone crying.
Were you speaking to Lynn and the other girls in the other house?
No.
Have you spoken to anybody in this room this weekend?
Say it.
Did you speak to us up in the morgue?
Mate.
Are you the one that made my torch start to flash? Did you want us to leave the morgue?
Boo. Boo.
Are you a child?
No.
Are you a funny bugger?
Lee.
Can you say Emily as well?
Wife.
Did you hear that?
Yes.
Horse.
Eh? Are you walking around this building at the moment? Are you touching Lynn? We've got noises going off all around. Are there other spirits around this building right now? Please answer me.
What is she doing? Oh, that was really clear.
She is trying to make contact with you.
Yes.
Are you happy for her to contact you?
No. Pray.
Why don't you want her contacting you? We're going to stop this in a few minutes. Can you tell me your name, please?
Sleep.
Yes, we need to get some sleep.
Killed me.
Who killed you?
What's out there?
That's what we've been asking you. What is outside?
He's mad.
Who's mad? Does he not?
Help.
Does he not like what we are doing?
Go away.
Is the doctor in the house?
Lynn. Lynn. Help. Go.
Why do you want us to leave?
What's he done? Lynn?
I'm going to stop this in a minute. It's starting to affect Lynn. But we'll give her a little bit longer. Who is
Gary.
that?
Yep.
There's something happening.
Yeah. It's like peeking.
What is happening at the window? What is making those footsteps outside?
Yes.
Are you making the footsteps outside?
Deep. No.
We're going to stop this in a minute.
Help.
How can we help you?
Help.
How can we help you?
Help.
How can we help you? Please tell us.
Help.
Are you a little girl? A little boy? A woman? Or a man?
Oh. Kevin.
How old are you, Kevin?
Doomed. Help.
I heard that help.
Stop.
Okay, we are going to stop this one now.
Yes.
Lynn. Stop.
Stop.
Yeah.
That was fucking intense. That was intense.
Fucking trippy, man.
Oh.
I want to know why they say my name and your name.
I said Lee as well.
And Lee.
Yeah. That was really clear. Like Lynn, like that. Huh?
We heard that like a few weeks. You can hear.
Yeah.
We could hear some other things.
Yeah. There was something I said was really clear. I can't remember what it was.
I can't remember.
What is she doing or something?
Yeah.
That was a voice. That was.
What was she doing? Help. Quite a few would say that.
Yeah. What it was like. What is she doing? Like a really clear.
Yeah. The isolation hospital at the Albany quarantine station is one of the most active places I have ever investigated, and it never disappoints. One of the things I like to do with my team is to break them off into smaller groups of males, females and mixed groups, and then send them to different locations throughout the complex. The girls spent a bit of time in the nurses' quarters and they got some very positive results based on female interactions with female spirits there.
Me, Lee and Emily went into the nurses' quarters and we made a little bit of a connection with a female spirit. She told us that night that her name was Catherine, but she didn't seem ready to speak to us, so we didn't push it. But we did tell her that we were coming back on the second night. The second night we went back and we had quite a long conversation with her. What we did together was talked about what our intuition was telling us and what we were feeling. And there was quite a lot. We got quite a lot of fairly profound answers from her, or good answers. She was telling us her story that she was I think we believed a nurse that worked at the isolation hospital. But she had a daughter with her, and during her stay at the isolation hospital, she lost her little girl and she was still grieving, and it was quite sad. But as a group of women, we connected, and I feel like we were able to give her some comfort. I hope so anyway.
Night that we did go in, just the three ladies, myself, Lynn and Emily, was one of the best experiences that I have had in quite a while in ghost hunting. Loved the connection that I had with the spirit, with the girls there. I actually did like the feeling that we got talking to Catherine, and like Lynn did say, being a mum, had a really good connection. Also with Emily said the same, just the feeling that you got being in there. We had a totally different feeling to a lot of other places that we've been to and at the camp. Even the first night, the second night, this spirit needed us, and it was just a really good feeling to know that we were needed and there's something that we could do and that we could help along the way.
The cemetery is quite dilapidated. There's a lot of missing headstones. But we promised her that we'd take some flowers to the grave for her the next day, which we did do, which was fairly moving and a nice experience.
When Lynn and I investigated the morgue together, we were not ready for the activity that we had coming back. It was absolutely mind-blowing, and as you will see, it certainly got Lynn a little worried.
Our experience in the morgue on the second night was probably one of the most terrifying ghost hunting experiences I've ever had.
I have to say, I am very proud of every single member of my team that was down there this weekend, and I think they thoroughly enjoyed it, and it made my day to see them really revel in the amount of paranormal activity that we had. And I can't wait, and I believe they can't wait until we all go back.
If you're into the paranormal, Albany Quarantine Station would be the place to go.
Albany Quarantine Station is an absolute must for anyone who's interested in the paranormal.
Okay, so Jay, what do you think about the weekend?
Oh, it's wicked. I love this place. The second time I've been here. I love coming here and it never disappoints.
Yeah, what was it?
Heaps of activity. Favourite part for me would have to be the morgue. Always activity up in there. And the Estes method, it's the first time I've tried it and I really enjoyed it. It was a very trippy, different experience.
Can't wait to come back?
Definitely. Count me in.
I really enjoyed this trip. It was a experience. My favourite bit was the Estes that we just did. It made you feel like you were just like helping and connecting things, and it was definitely a different experience from last time.
So how did you guys enjoy the weekend?
Loved it.
Loved it.
Loved it. Very good weekend.
Best experience.
Yeah.
What was your favourite bit?
Catherine.
Yeah.
We met a lady in the nurses' quarters named Catherine.
She needed our help and we feel that we helped her. And that's an absolutely good feeling to take home, knowing that what we love to do can maybe help somebody.
I had an absolutely wonderful weekend, and I think some genuine connections with spirits that are around us in this beautiful place.
And what was your favourite part of the weekend?
My favourite part of the weekend was definitely, I've had a few, but in general I think the almost human connection. I think we got some stories about the lives of the spirits that wander around here that we can relate to. So it was a genuine, heartfelt connection.
Hey guys, that's it for another year. Albany Trip 2024 is done and dusted. As you will have seen from some of the footage in this video, we picked up some very interesting captures indeed. From the very start when we did our first barbecue, pretty much right there where the barbecue is. That's where it all started, and it just went silly from there. So who knows? Who knows what's coming next? We may have some of you people join us on the next one, so if you are interested, let us know in the comments and we will take that under advisement. But until next time, it's Gary from the Shadow Files podcast and the West Australian Paranormal Researchers signing off. Take it easy.